Well, good evening, everybody. Happy Saturday, y'all. Ain't got on no makeup, so don't talk about me. But I came on here to share a message that God gave to me, and I hope that what he told me blesses you. Y'all know I'm on this healing journey, healing from depression and anxiety. Things are going very well. I can honestly tell you, the woman that I was on August the 24th is not the woman that I am today, August the 11th, or whatever day it is, because I ain't looked at no calendar. But through my last situation, God told me, cast your cares. I was like, okay, I'm gonna cast my cares. And I was going through something, and I was like, God, I can't do this no more. I can't, there's nothing I can do. I was like, Lord, if you don't do it, it ain't gonna get done, because I'm backed against the wall. I have no power. I have no control. I have no say-so. I have nothing. So I'm giving this situation to you. So I was like, okay, I'm casting my care. But then I kind of was going through something else, and God said it again, cast your cares. And I said, let me look up what the word cast means. Cast, one of the definitions, means to throw. Now, as I thought about the word throw, I saw a vision. I saw a vision of going back to the days when my dad used to take us fishing. And when I was young, my dad gave us this fishing pole, or gave me this fishing pole that had this little button on it. So he said, okay, when you get ready to throw it into the water, he said, you're going to push the button down and then you're going to throw it. Now, the first time I did it, I didn't take my finger off the fishing pole or the little thing in time so it would release. So the line didn't go nowhere. So he said, okay, this time when you do it again, make sure you throw it. And as soon as you pull back and you start to go forward, let that button go. And I'm going somewhere with this. So I pulled my line. I pulled the line back, had my finger on the button, and as I threw it, and he said, throw it as hard as you can because you want it to go far. I threw it, released it, and the line went way in the water. So now, after you put that line in the water, you cast the fishing line into the water. You got to wait. And you sitting there, and I'm like, Daddy, can I reel it in yet? Nope, you got to wait. Daddy, is fish gonna bite my my hook and my bait? Nope, Chris, you got to wait. He said, when you see your line, the top of your line, do something like this. You'll see a little pull. You'll feel a little pull. He said that means a fish is biting. But he said if the fishing reel bends like this, he said then that means you're gonna be fighting with the fish, and you got to win. So I'm sitting there, and you feel this little. He's like, oh, you got to bite. And it didn't, nothing happened as a result of the bite. So, okay, Daddy, what do I do now? You got to wait some more. So next thing I know, and my dad had this little bobber, I don't know what the thing was called. It was red and white, red on the top, white on the bottom. And he put it on my pole because I was a beginning fisher. I was a first time fishing. You know what I'm trying to say, dadgummit. When a fish would bite, it would go underwater. And it's because it's in the water and it's bobbing, it's gonna go underwater, and that's when But I was sitting there and my pole went yank, it kind of yanked, and then you could see the top of the pole bending. And then he was like, you got a fish, Chris. Reel it in. So I'm reeling and I'm reeling. I'm like, Daddy, it's hard. Keep on reeling, Chris. Keep on reeling. Come on. Daddy, it's heavy. And I'm just reeling and reeling and reeling and reeling. And finally, you could see the fish in the water. And he's like, look, Chris, look in the water. You can see the fish. And the fish is still fighting. And I'm reeling it. And he said, come on, bring it up. It's close. Bring it on up. And there it was. A little small rainbow trout. What am I saying? And I've said all of that to say this. I cast my net or cast my pole out in the water. I had to wait. And then when it was time, I was able to reel in what I was waiting on. So I'm saying to you, You might be waiting on God to do something and you're tired. One thing is, you got to let it go. You have to let it go. Cast your cares. Throw your cares. Give it to God. Throw it to him. God, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of going through this. Of course you should be tired. And trying to handle something that you ain't got no control over. And I'm talking to me too. Ain't got no control over none of that situation. Your finances, the job situation, your health, all that. You ain't got no control over it. So what you have to do is cast. Be patient. And when you see that pole move, God will give you indication when it's time for you to go ahead and reel it in. God will show you what he has for you. Because as I was reeling it in, I could see the fish in the water. Your blessing is coming, but you've got to let it go. You've got to cast your care. You're going to get that fish, but you just got to wait. I had to fight and work hard to get to the place where I am, mentally, emotionally, and spiritual. I went through hell, but God helped me through. God gave me instructions on what to do. And he would always, when I would get too antsy, he would say, stand still. I always tell me, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. God, it's like, stand still. Yeah, you got to keep that line in the water. You got to wait. Stand still. But God, ain't no fish out there, Lord. Be still. Stand still. But God, I'm waiting on my fish. I want to cook dinner. Be still. You're going to have a fish. I told you I was going to give you a fish. I was going to bless you. The blessing is in the process. The blessing is in the waiting. My sister-in-law told me that. The blessing, you got to trust the process, but you're going to get what you asked for. You got to be patient. Cast your cares because he cares for you. Throw that thing on out there. Because God's got the situation and he's got you too. I'm about to go. It's so beautiful out here. Where my dog? Nipsey! Come here, puppy. Give me a puppy. Give my puppy. Get my puppy. All right. I hope this message bless somebody. Cast your cares because he cares for you.